All right, y'all, we are back with another very bullish Toshi video, and we're going to be talking about a super serious topic. Something that we often see amongst all the KOLs in the community and in this crypto industry is they pretend like certain things don't exist, especially when it's very much more dominant than the narrative that they're trying to spin or whatever narrative that they're pushing. And I just don't like seeing this done. And obviously Toshi is usually the project being overlooked because it's completely just obliterating everything else every single year. It's all the time. Toshi's performance is above everything else. So it's something that the bigger guys often ignore because any point they'll make about their project being the best, it's just not true. And that's the issue that I have. All of these KOLs seem to just thrive off of tricking retail. And I understand you all are in for millions and you need exit liquidity and things like that. And I'm not mad at anybody making money, but I just feel it should be done in a legitimate way where you're transparent, where you can be honest about other projects and you don't have to pretend like nothing else exists or nothing else is on par. If you're spinning a narrative that nothing else comes close, nothing else should come close, and the facts should support that assessment. The fact that there's so many people holding things and they give these delusional assessments where you know they're either straight up lying or they're manipulating the facts, I'm just not a huge fan of that. Now, listen, I have nothing against any KOL. I have nothing against any of these guys out here with influence. But I think that I believe in honesty. I believe in actually being for the people and caring about the people. But hey, that's just me. So we're gonna jump into the meat of this video and what exactly is going on. As you can see, Toshi is still coming down with the rest of the market. This is a great buy zone, a great accumulation zone. We know the strength of Toshi. It happens all the time. It happens every time. Toshi's strength is unmatched. And I can really say this. I can really say it. Show me anything else with the performance that Toshi has had this year. Show me anything else. I challenge you to find something close to Toshi. So that being said, let's actually jump into what we're talking about. My man's Coco said, I had only watched this in bed without sound. I should stop sending voice notes when sleepy, I guess. But yes, Toshi will win against everything else long-term, as money isn't the goal. Brand building and eternal growth is. Money is a byproduct of success in our industry. So my man's Spiner pointed out, yo, Murad, it's time to acknowledge the difference between what you have and what you want. SPX6900 is what you have. Toshi is what you want. So check it out. Let's go into the facts. And let's listen to the claims that Murad is making, and let's see the facts and the reality of what's really going on here.
SPX6900 is the only coin in the entire universe of crypto assets that has outperformed BTC in 2023.
This is Toshi in 2023. Outperforming, doubling, more than doubling, more than doubling SPX, by the way. Yet he's making a claim that bold when Toshi, like, this is why they keep the name off of the list. You can't make a claim like that and sound so profound and sound so convicted when you see that you're getting doubled by a whole different project. I mean, you can't make that type of claim. You have to push, and that's the thing, because of his position in SPX, he has to push it so delusionally strong as if it's really what it is, and it's not. Toshi is genuinely just better, but hey, and there's more money to be made in Toshi. The position of Toshi is a lot more dominant than SPX, and more than likely it's at a lower market cap, which just leads to more potential money to be made. So yeah, he's pointing out how 2023 he's saying that SPX did the best, but the fact of the matter is Toshi more than doubled what SPX did. So how could SPX do the best in 2023 if it's not even close to Toshi? But let's keep going.
Morning. Quick update.
It has outperformed BTC in 2024.
Hello.
2024, once again, outperforming SPX and BTC. Toshi has outperformed these two every single year. Toshi's outperformed these two every single year. And like, this is not hate towards the SPX community. I believe that SPX may be a good investment. I believe that it may do well. It has a strong enough army around it, and it is being pushed by Murad. and that does help. But let's talk about where the real strength is and why the real strength is there. You have Murad, who we know, like it's built on trust. He's holding a lot of SPX, and people trust him. People trust him. With Toshi, there's no holders who has more than 2%. Like, you realize on average it's like 40 or 60% is what the top 10 holders hold in projects. In Toshi, nobody holds more than 2% of the supply. So it is literally impossible for just one person to decide to dump if they wanted to. No trust involved. Toshi is literally a community held project. It's for the people, by the people. That's the difference between Toshi and everything else. And it's also positioned in alignment with the United States government through Coinbase's partnership with them. So it's one of the safest when it comes down to regulations as well. This is the big difference between what Murad is pushing and the actual truth. Like, Toshi is far better aligned than SPX. Toshi is in a far better position than SPX, and Toshi performs far better than SPX consistently. But let's keep going.
How are you? I thought it'd be nice to give you a quick update.
And once again, it's outperforming BTC by a factor of 2 in 2025 year to date.
2025, he said by a factor of 2. Look at SPX outperforming Bitcoin, and look at Toshi. Like, it's not even close. It's rarely ever close. And Toshi is really just getting started this year. Now, I know everything is just getting started. I get it, but at the same point in time, like the strategic ignoring of a project dominating this cycle this hard, and that has been doing this from the jump, I think that it's kind of crazy. It gets to a point where when you're doing this and you're misleading retail this hard, something has to be said. Someone has to speak up about the truth of what's really going on here, because these guys always make it seem as if Toshi doesn't exist. They always make it seem as if there's not an asset that's truly outperformed. There's not an asset that's passed Bitcoin in volume. Like, at the point where Toshi got listed on Coinbase, it had passed Bitcoin in volume. It's literally been doing some crazy thing. It is always above Dogecoin. It is always above these other assets that's like, especially this year. But we can see why Toshi is doing this. Look at the performance versus SPX. It's not something that you're going based on your feelings or your emotions and things like that. It's the reality of what's really happening. And a lot of projects, even SPX and Murad, you can't just go based on the facts, because the facts are not in your favor. You'll have to kind of manipulate them or twist the facts a little bit, or just completely ignore something and pretend like you don't know that it exists, which is impossible. You look on Coinbase, like throw a dart, pick a random day, look on Coinbase, look among the top search, the top volume, like look among something, and more than likely Toshi will appear on one of those lists at whatever random day that you choose to look for it. That has happened the majority of this year. I mean, yeah, you might be able to pick a day where, that one day, but you probably won't go a week without seeing Toshi on one of those lists, on some top list somewhere with some big news happening that's associated with it. So yeah, I mean, this is crazy. This has to stop.
It's funny because like Toshi truly is a passion project for me.
There is not a single asset that has done this in the entirety of the crypto world. I challenge you to find another asset like this. You will not be able to.
He said he challenges us to find another asset you will not be able to. Now, from the Toshi community, I challenge you to find another asset doing the things that Toshi is doing with the consistency that Toshi has done it. Like, we can say that, but then again, this is a full organic project. Like, look at, like, you see me, I'm probably one of the biggest voices in the community. And that's the thing, like, this community has no giant influencer. I don't get paid. I don't have as big a bag as a lot of people. It's like, I'm just literally someone who makes videos out of passion for the projects and faith in the project. Like, there's nothing So that doesn't attract influencers and KOLs. So now you just have someone like me who's genuinely just looking for the best and trying to help people get steered towards the best, because I was lucky enough to find the best project out here doing it, and I want other people to win too. It's not a lot of people with that mindset. A lot of people, they get into these projects, they get trapped, they stuck in this project, and now they need extra liquidity, so they gotta pump it like it's the best thing in the world. I'm fortunate enough to actually be in arguably the best meme coin in the world, and yeah, it's like I can be honest, I can be truthful, and I mean, and luckily the facts are on my side as well. The facts are definitely heavily on my side as well. So.
You to find another asset like this. You will not be able to.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that pause. But yeah, let's watch it. As you can see, Toshi, almost the entirety of its career has been passing. SPX. SPX has had like what, a few moments where Toshi was down and it's been cooked like. So yeah, this has been where Toshi has played at as far as percentage gain, as far as the success of what's been going on in Toshi. And this is where Bitcoin and SPX is. So yeah, while SPX can use the argument that it's doing better than Bitcoin, Toshi is doing better than everything. Everything. I'm sure you can possibly find some outlier projects, but I don't even think that you'll find any other project with this that even comes close to Toshi. I genuinely would like to see projects that do, because the thing is, more than likely people would like anything that I see that could potentially come close. I make the claim because I don't know every single token out there, but I do know that there has never been a meme coin that I see on top trending lists and things like that. It's like it's trending on exchanges, all of that, as much as I see Toshi up there, at the consistent rate that I see Toshi up there. So you start to draw certain conclusions that nothing else exists because Toshi is the only thing on these lists at this rate. You have to come to the conclusion that nothing else exists that is doing this, because it would be making these lists. It would be on the top of Coinbase search sometime. It would be like this, like, you know, there would be certain indicators that these things exist. Now there's certain things that'll pop up and then, you know, disappear. Like Fartcoin has had some major pumps and things like that. But as far as consistently just dominating the market, I think Toshi is one of the only things that has ever, that has been doing it at the rate that Toshi has been doing it at. So yeah, let me know what you all think, and let me know how you all feel down below in the comments section. Also, be sure to recommend some projects that you think come close to Toshi. I will fact check it, and I mean, we can look at it, we can see. We can definitely see. So yeah, I think that would be interesting to do. But the claims that's being made from certain communities and certain KOLs and influencers, it has to be stopped. And I'm not making this video because I'm against Murad. I think that he's a pretty cool content creator. At the end of the day, I care about retail. Like, this is regular people in this game who constantly get screwed over and constantly can't make money or constantly get left behind. Toshi is a community project that's not leaving anyone behind. You have the opportunity. You just have to see it. You have to realize it, and you have to understand that it's a reason that these higher up influencers are keeping this on the hush. Toshi does not pay anyone to speak about it. So that's not attractive to these KOLs and influencers. They would rather not speak about it because it's not going to make them money to speak about it. The only way it will make them money is if they take their own money and buy a bag and then they speak about it. And because they have so many, most KOLs have so many projects that they're in the inner circle and helping manipulate and all these things, it's just not worth it to get into a genuine project because they don't need to be. They have like, for someone like me, I don't have this inner circle. I have to find the best and be in the best because I'm regular, just like all of you. For these guys, all they need is for them and their friends to control a lot of the supply, and they control what's going to happen. So they can push something and confidently be right about certain things because they know their self and they know the people holding it, and they have a certain amount of power to predict or project something that's going to go somewhere, even if they don't add in the part that when them and all of their friends sell, it won't stay where it goes. So that being said, Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace out, fam.